Mm-mm-mm. Hello. Sorry, I'm a little late. A lot late. I went out to lunch with a friend of mine, and then that snowballed into she wanted to go to the pet store next door. While I was in the pet store, a guy came in with a Brindle Bull Mastiff puppy that I had to give some love to. And then it turns out that that man owns a dog shelter or an animal shelter, and he specializes in German Shepherds. So then he was going through on his phone, showing me the pictures of all the German Shepherds he currently has. And so that was one distraction of the day. And then we stopped at a store because my girlfriend and I volunteer for this organization called Kids Off the Block. And I just so happen to be wearing the shirt, Kids Off the Block. And I don't remember what it says on the back. But this is an organization. I am on the Women's March Chicago organizing committee. And one of the women who is also a part of that committee, she is the founder of this Chicago organization called Kids Off the Block. And it is to help teenagers in one of the bad areas in Chicago. And so we just volunteered for their Thanksgiving Feed a Teen event. And they're having a Christmas event on the 21st, I think, where they give the kids so the kids are age 8 to 15. And sorry, I was at a pet store, so I bought my dog's new toys. So there's the squeaking. Oh Lord. That was probably a bad idea when I'm going to be going live. Maybe I'll have to take that toy. They can't play with it until I'm no longer live. So it's for kids ages 8 to 15 that they give these gifts to. And they were asking for donations of hats, gloves, scarves, and toys. So we stopped at a store and we were looking around at stuff. And then my friend asked for the manager to find out if they did any kind of donation program there. And she had talked to the assistant manager, and the assistant manager then paid with her own money, gave us a $75 gift card for the store. So then that got my friend and I all distracted because now we had to go buy, going through finding $75 worth of stuff. So we bought a bunch of hats, gloves, and scarves for that we'll be bringing. And I have to make a post on my activist group thanking that woman. We got that woman's first and last name and the store that she's at. So I'll be making a public post, thanking for that. So so I've been gone all day doing miscellaneous things. So that's why I'm so late. It is now 4:36 p.m. my time. So Jeff gets home. It's a Friday night. So Jeff gets home anywhere between like 9 and 10 tonight. Or sometimes if they don't have a lot of work at the welding shop, he'll come home early. So I got a cup. Oh boy, that squeaker. Let me show you. I got to show you the one toy I bought. I don't know if it's the one she's currently playing with. Yep, it's the one she's playing with. Let me see it for a second. No. Let me see it. Hold on, Mallory. So, this is the one she was playing with. Because I have 3 dogs, so I always have to buy 3 toys. So everybody gets one, even though the big dog, Mallory, takes them all. And I saw this one. Just know that I'm kind of brash and have a potty mouth and a warped sense of humor. So I saw this dog toy and I'm like, oh my God, I have to get this. What is that? Oh my gosh. That okay then. There you go, Mallory. You can have your dumb toy. Oh my god, that is a ridiculous toy, isn't it? And it's squeaking like crazy. So let me see who's all here so I can thank y'all. Maz and Eliza and Karen and Kat and Tiffany. I see Maz and Tiffany, Nana, Lynn, Twisted. I think I got everybody. Yep, Maz, my Mallory. So my big dog Mallory is the pit bull. She destroys everything pretty damn fast. So yeah. It'll be gone in isn't it? Yeah, it's a ridiculous toy. So let me pull up where we're at in the calls. And I know these calls constantly get uploaded. And so a lot of you have skipped ahead because I've been too busy with life outside of the Stephen Avery world. It's nice to step out of that for a while. So some of you have already listened to these calls already and are way ahead. You'd get punished in school if you can't skip ahead of the class. How rude. So we are only on December 11th, and there are 9 calls for December 11th, which are roughly, again, numbers of roughly about 2.2 hours. So we will definitely get this day done now. And the next one is the 12th is 9 calls as well, but I haven't gone around to doing my kind of math to figure out how long all those are. So we may possibly get through that day as well. I've never watched The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, but it's something that I have wanted to. You know, it seems like a show that I would like to watch. So, all right, let me go into all these calls, by the way, they're from the Foul Play. See, I was going to say Facebook, Foul Play YouTube channel. And then you can click on playlists. And we're only on December. But December has 235 calls. Yikes. January only has 98 calls. And February has 48 calls, but I don't know. Maybe they're not finished with February yet. I haven't looked into any of that. So I am going to click on the December. Let's go, slow computer. And we are on call 190. Scroll down to 190. Whoops, I was making my wheel go way faster than now I'm just circling. Now I'm frozen. Let's go. It's silent right now. She's not squeaking. Maybe she killed it already. That's such a bizarre looking toy. All right, 190. Oh, wait. Nope, I went the wrong way because these have 2 different numbers on them. So now I have to scroll back. I went too far. All right, so we are on, all these calls will be from December 11th, 2005. Stephen is in the Calumet jail. This is before he's gone to trial. Brendan isn't even a suspect at this point. Stephen was in a cell by himself and had access to use the phone whenever he wanted and cost a fortune in all these calls. So this call is from 11:52 a.m. and is 15 minutes and 33 seconds. And go.
Hello?
Dolores.
This is a public communication services collect call from
Yes, ma'am.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Here's my snap.
Hello?
Yeah?
Hello?
I was just going to start the vacuum
Well?
in the living room.
Oh.
I lost that rug where the dog shit.
Oh,
Yeah. I did some stuff. I didn't have no heat here at all.
right.
Then Chucky fired up last night and it never went.
Well,
So I went and put some garbage in there this morning and it still didn't go.
you got a furnace.
I know, I got the furnace up since 6:30 this morning
Well, why don't you leave it at such a level?
because I don't want to kick them both in.
So if that one was out, then that one kick in.
I did anyway this morning. Oh, what's the one? Snow.
Nothing.
Remember that guy's coming by you.
Well,
No.
well.
Can you tell me something?
What?
I gotta put my glasses on. Now, I was supposed to look for something. Somebody to help you.
Yeah.
No. They're from Madison, right?
Yeah.
Who are they, though?
Well, you got something?
Not in them boxes, I didn't find nothing. That one thing you got up on the computer, though, it's got those cards in.
Yeah.
There's an Amy Blackwood, Blackwood, Special Agent, Division of Criminal Investigation. That's a Department of Justice, though.
Yeah.
That's your one.
No.
Okay. And then there was a Law Offices of Wisconsin State Public Defender. That's Wendy Paul.
Yeah, it is.
That is what? Huh?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, that ain't nothing. And then Todd, I don't know what his name is, Communications Director. That ain't it either.
No.
Remember, the only three that's in the front. The other ones are different stuff. I don't know.
You didn't find nothing in the...
Nope.
Whoops.
How about a letter from the public library in Madison?
No, I didn't see none of that stuff either there.
They got that too?
They must have. They must have everything. If you said Rolly's mail was on top of that.
I don't know if we really had mail. I can't remember.
Oh, because there's,
I just told you to look.
yeah, there's nothing up there. Mm-hmm. All he's worried is about his taxes now.
Yeah.
I don't think he worries about the other stuff and his license. Lloyd must have he's going to take care or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, Lloyd will probably take them in Milwaukee.
yeah. I know, he was by himself last night, so maybe he went up there last night. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is caramel milk chocolate. And I have a whole bag of that cheese popcorn that's not even open.
Just look at me.
But we went to a Chinese buffet for lunch. So I've had a ton of food. So popcorn's more of a meal.
Oh, let's see.
This candy bar is my
I
dessert.
don't know, 25 mils maybe?
Lynn,
I don't
it's been
know.
said that these calls are costing Dolores about $100 a day.
Something like that. Half an hour, 3/4. Well, that's if you take the main roads.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All you'd have to do is take
Hey, Becky.
63.
If you didn't see my post when I visited with Melissa, I told her about your donation. And she says, thank you.
Why?
Well, you can turn and taste smells.
Why?
I don't know. I'm thinking about going there.
Going there?
Yeah.
For what?
County jail.
Jules, usually it's my lunch.
On that Green Bay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Julie, not Jules.
Yeah, I don't know. Barbara write some letters yet?
No.
How come?
Carla must be doing that, though. I don't know. I didn't talk to Carla. Well, she sleeps in on Sundays, I think, longer. I think every day she sleeps in because she works nights.
How come Barbara don't write them?
I don't know. She said Carla knows how to write them better. That's why. I'm going to call Carla after. She should know. No.
Yeah, but one's got to be for everybody. But they can't be all the same.
Well, I know that. They can't be all the same.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to see if we can get hold of the library.
I didn't see anything that said library on it.
Tiffany, I can't eat Chick-fil-A because of politics.
That had to be in that there.
I hear it's good, though.
There was nothing in that cabinet.
How do you know?
Because I don't know. I know what was in there.
Oh, yeah?
Well,
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
look at books.
Oh, yeah? Oh. That's when you were home, though. Who knows what they threw in it? She took one of your auto trader books, the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one she gave me.
No, the ones I got from the store. Because he said he can't get those books up there.
Who?
That guy last night, that...
Auto trader?
Huh?
What?
That auto trader.
Oh.
Yeah. They were the ones I got.
Yay, Cindy, you found me pretty
That guy
quick
last night?
this
Yeah.
time.
Oh.
I've only
One of
been
them,
on
one of
for
the newest
17
ones.
minutes.
Oh.
Yeah. Then they were bring back to a stay at a hotel somewhere. I don't know where.
Well, Stevens Point ain't that far.
Yeah, but he's going to stay at a motel. They said something
Julie,
about
do you
it.
make it with the Rolos? Because that's my mom does. You just you get the circle pretzel
Let's see.
and you put on top of the pecan or whichever nut you want.
I
You
would have
Rolo and you
to
microwave it.
Get that guy from that guy.
Yeah.
This number call is 190 on day
I should call
December
Barbara. She's in
11th.
town now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why is she in town now?
How the hell could I know? He has to go and get something, she said. I don't remember what she even said. She stopped here and pulled my scrubber apart.
And Becky, yeah, I gotta send Melissa a Christmas card. She's feeling pretty down. She says the holidays are always bad for her. And now that Oreo died, she's sad.
Just underneath the couch and on the side of it. That's how much dirt was in it.
Jules. I also do the circle pretzels, and you use almond bark. You melt the almond bark and then put the spoonful in the middle of the pretzel and then an M&M in the middle of it.
I'll call her after all, too. Well, she would be able to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
She maybe thought I was in bed by the time she got home.
Yeah, I suppose then maybe I'll call you later then.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah? Mm-hmm. What you gonna do?
So much duty.
Bake a pie?
Yeah.
And a cake?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know. I was going to take a ride down by Yvonne, but I don't know. Ask her. See if he can write one.
Yeah.
Now we should put on there something about funds for the.
I love caramel.
For who?
For one for Walter and one for.
No.
Ooh, I love that dipping. I mean, I like taffy apples, but just dipping an apple into the caramel is awesome.
You mean for bail?
Just for fun.
Huh?
Just for fun.
The attorney should do something for a fund?
Oh, I ain't talking about no attorneys right now. When you put in the paper, it's for fun for me.
Well, yeah.
Okay then.
I know that's for a fund. But you said something about the attorneys.
Yeah, you go.
I've done that twisted. Delicious.
And have them post my bail.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's all something.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I know it goes into the paper.
Karen, you can private message me, and we can figure something out offline so people don't have, any of your information.
Yeah, 2 times.
He said he was going to put it on there again. I think 2 of the stations said that.
No.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that.
So, like, if you wanted to send a check, or if you have any of that, what is it? Venmo. Somebody just made me put Venmo on my phone recently. What all did they make me put on my phone? There's Venmo and there's something else.
You need to put it in the paper?
No.
What is it?
So go to Steve.
Oh, well, yeah, I know that.
Not the paper. The paper ain't got nothing to do with this now. It's only Steve and Walter. A separate letter.
Each one separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not for a funding. A funding too?
Not
No, just the bail.
It's the bail.
Yeah. Well, you talk about the funding and then you talk about the bail.
Yeah, the funding goes to the paper.
I do have an Apple. I've never used Apple Pay.
And
Julie, I see you.
No.
Your posts in here? Yeah, I see you. I see you.
And maybe they'll post the bail.
Yeah, so I have Apple Pay. I've never used it, so you may have to talk me through it.
$250,000 a piece.
And then there's somebody called Be Happy. Don't worry.
No, I don't think so.
No. I think maybe Dad can call him.
I thought you wanted Walter's address.
I don't need it.
Oh. Because I got that out and then all of a sudden you didn't say nothing about it.
This is called 190. So it's 190 overall, but for the day of that we're on, it is called 74. But don't try and get me all confused with the numbers. I'm just going by the overall. So it's the number that's in the summary of the call. So, because it says 190, Stephen Avery call, 12/11/2005.
And you can rewrite it. No, same thing with the boys. And Chucky.
Did you tell Chucky that?
I don't know if I did or not.
Dolores can't write any letters. She can barely read and write. So, it's just asking for a lot to try and get her to do any kind of letters. She can't do them. Julie, you don't see anybody else's posts? Sometimes I think you need to then go out and come back in. Sometimes it's some stupid glitch. Be Happy's on 257, so you're skipping ahead.
Yeah, but to run the wood stove and the furnace, that's stupid.
You won't.
The furnace is going to keep on running if it don't get hot in here.
Yeah. That means he ain't firing up.
When you fire it up, the wood was all in there yet, but it wasn't burning.
Yeah.
All that wood was still in there.
Yeah.
I called him up this morning. I says, "Is it cold by you?" "Yeah, a little bit," he says. "Yeah, a little bit."
Yeah.
I said, "All that wood is still in that stove." But there was no ashes in there, I suppose,
Mm-hmm.
to burn. And he puts those big hunks in there. How are they going to start burning? I was going to throw some of that, like, that wood they got on the side there. There ain't much there, though. A couple pieces there is yet.
Yeah, you gotta throw some small stuff in there.
That's why I threw a bunch of garbage in there. Paper. And I had some in here, a couple boxes. I got to walk it all over there, though. That's a bunch of bullshit. I got to walk.
Yeah, I suppose. Like,
Okay, otherwise I'll talk to you later.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay then.
If I don't answer, I'm not home.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
All right, now we're going into call 191. It is 4 p.m. and the call lasts 34 minutes and 18 seconds. The beautiful people, the beautiful people.
This is a public communication services collection from ASD. An inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored.
This
and
is
recorded.
Mullet
To accept this
Face.
Call, dial 5 now.
Hi.
Hi.
What you doing?
I just ate a cookie.
Oh.
I was, cleaning today because I was getting ready to move.
Oh.
I don't know where I'm going yet, but I thought might as well get ready. Don't have everything sitting around. I was cleaning out my bookshelves and all the clothes that I don't want no more. I was getting rid of, so that would be less stuff to mess with later.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Stephen will always direct the call back, or discussion back to what he wants to talk about and be about him.
No, too bad.
Be happy, Mullet Face. Debbie, the girl he's flirting with.
Tomorrow, my daughter said if I want, she'll take me over to visit your mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
So she said she don't know how long it's going to take to drive over there. Probably an hour and a half. I don't even know how long it takes.
Yeah.
Maz, I haven't heard that she replied.
Your
So
dad won't be home?
No, you don't come home till Tuesday.
Where's he at?
Up north?
Oh, at your cabin?
Yeah.
Oh, is your mom over there?
and let me do the plug. Again, these calls are all on the Foul Play YouTube channel, and they are thanks to Kabloom Blam Zoom and Rookie 1082.
What do you live on?
Yes, she is on Facebook. Debbie Klemp, KLEMP.
Should be too hard to find.
No.
Okay.
No. There's a gravel pit on each side of the road.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There's a big sign.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not frozen for once, knock on wood.
Quiet around here today. There's nothing going on really.
No.
Oh, I got some pictures taken and I'm going to mail you some.
And Mickey, the dog behind me, is now chewing on the elephant.
I got them done today, so I'll mail some tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you get any visitors today?
Tonight.
Oh,
I guess he's coming up.
okay.
Yeah, he was by the yard last night.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I hope everything goes good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lynn, this Debbie girl is quite interesting.
So I'm glad tomorrow's working. We can
Be happy. The Debbie Klemp she works at a resort and she still has a mullet in her picture.
You can't call none of the businesses or any of that stuff because everyone's gone.
Yeah.
So I'm glad tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard there is a particular call like in the 300s where Debbie and Steven have kind of phone sex. So, ugh. I mean, we got a ways to go.
I always wake up. I don't even sleep. I just doze, and then I always wake up.
Yeah. Once I'm sleeping in, just when I start make some noise.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. It must be pretty quiet in there.
Yeah. Yeah. When it's only me and the TV.
Mm-hmm. Does the TV go off at night though?
Oh yeah, when I shut it off.
You shut it off, or do they shut it off automatically?
No, I shut it off.
Oh.
I got the remote.
Oh, I thought it turned off when they turned the lights off.
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. I shut it off the time they come. You can hear them come.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's gone right now, writing some letters.
Your mom is?
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't get back yet, so.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah.
Right on to the attorney and
Mm-hmm.
to the Milwaukee newspaper and that.
Is she gonna put an ad in the paper in Milwaukee by Green Bay?
I guess so.
Good. Tomorrow I will.
I do not want to go to that call ever.
I think of any other towns. I was thinking Janesville too.
Yeah.
So,
I suppose the guy has to send it to them, huh?
Yeah, you gotta send them the ad. Because I ain't gonna drive way over there.
Oh, yeah.
If I go to Madison, I'll go pick up your granddam for you.
Yeah.
I'll say, I'm here to get Steven's car now. You better be done with it.
Yeah. I don't even know it's there.
You don't know where it is?
No, I don't know.
Oh, man.
It could be here.
Yeah.
It could be there. It could be at the FBI thing. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose they're going to check it over good.
Well, let them.
I don't care.
Just hurry up and get it back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then this morning when I went to church,
Yeah.
I didn't stay there because my pastor got me mad.
Oh.
And I was going to give him some money in the tithes and offering plate, and then I didn't because he kicked me off. Because I said to pray for you to get out.
Yeah.
Well, he goes, we'll just pray for incarcerated people. And I thought, oh, that's a dumb way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
For one thing, you don't even belong in there.
Yeah.
And I thought, the heck with this. So I came home.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I won't go over there no more. And then Wilmer didn't say nothing, but he probably thought, why'd you leave? Because I didn't ride with him. I rode with my daughter. I don't even ride with him anymore.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
So I thought, I ain't going over there no more. I never did like that one anyways.
Yeah.
So, but.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
You know, some people, I just don't figure them out.
No.
They just don't seem to care. They just get so judgmental.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's the way you want to be.
There's a lot of people that don't care about nothing.
I know. I'm finding that out more and more.
Yeah.
I found that out more and more.
Yeah, it's just like in politics. They don't care about nothing except for themselves.
That's right. And then it was on the news yesterday, and it reminded me of this situation you're in over by Nina.
Yeah.
There was a in the Nina Police Department.
Yeah, maybe her husband does cut her hair.
One of the judges over there had probable cause to investigate it and found out he was doing something wrong and he had to go to prison.
Mm-hmm.
One of the detectives in the Nina Police Department.
Yeah.
And I thought, sounds like where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
All the cops over there are doing stuff wrong and trying to cover it up.
Yeah.
So more and more it makes you wonder with these
Oh, yeah. They're all crooked.
Yes, they are. Man, are they out there. It's getting worse.
Yeah, it is.
You just don't trust them.
No.
And then you're supposed to call the cops for protection, and you can't because they're the ones that are setting you off.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about calling one of the lawyers that I had from Madison and see if he'll put up bail.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he could put a lawsuit in against them against the state for setting me up.
Yeah. Do you have his number to call him?
Mom's got it, I think.
Oh, okay.
She'll have to find it because I don't know what.
If you remember his name, you can just look his number up.
No, I don't remember his name though. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, She'll probably find it if it's over there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it should be about a computer thing anyway.
Mhm. Yeah.
If she ain't got it already.
Mhm. Yeah. They didn't come and take that computer away, did they? That she's got it on.
Come on.
Does she got their numbers on a computer?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
They all say computer weird to me.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. It just sounds weird to me with their accent when they say computer.
It was on the dresser?
Mhm. Yeah. Bunch of thieves.
Yeah.
So, well, I hope she finds it so you can call them.
No.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
No. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Have to wait till tomorrow so they can do something.
Yeah. I'm glad you called.
No.
I was sitting here waiting patiently for your call. So.
Yeah, I don't eat till 4:30 anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even eat much anymore because I'm never hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't eat that much anymore either.
So sometimes I go to eat and then I ain't hungry, so then I don't eat.
No. I just eat what I have to.
Mhm. Why do you have to eat a certain amount?
Well, yeah, otherwise I'm hungry at night.
Okay.
So I gotta force myself.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get out pretty soon.
Yeah.
Seems like something should come up or something should be happening.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe some of them rich people in the magazines. But I don't know how to get hold of them though.
Yeah, I don't know either. They make themselves hard to get a hold of.
I know.
Because they don't want people always bugging them.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Guess if I go through the magazine or something, I don't know.
Mhm.
But I know that probably take a while too though.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, maybe this coming week when those ads in the newspapers come out, people will send some money in.
Yeah.
Hello, Marilyn.
I hope they do.
Well, maybe your husband's out like doing actual work when she's on the
I
phone.
miss you.
Yeah. I miss being out there too.
Yeah, I know you do, and I don't blame you.
The only thing that sucks, the only thing that's on TV is damn Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
And I gotta be in here.
I know that must be so depressing.
It is.
I believe you. We're not gonna have nothing much here for Christmas. I said that I ain't even in the mood for Christmas this year. Not one bit.
No.
I didn't put nothing up or no decorations up or nothing. And then when you hear the music on the radio, it's depressing.
No.
Then you just turn the channel or turn it off.
No.
So I don't know.
Me neither.
It just I don't know. It just seems quiet and lonesome this time of the year.
No.
So nothing seems happy anymore.
No, nothing seems right. When something's right in there, it gets screwed up.
I know. I hope you get out though. That would make things a lot better.
Yeah.
It really would.
Yeah. Yeah, if I could think about, who's got their money, it'd be better.
Mhm. I know. They made it that way on purpose so it'd be hard to get out.
Oh yeah. Well, of course they did.
They're so mean.
No.
I don't know. They don't even care.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Unless some lawyers' offices.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm gonna call some for you tomorrow, and some of the governors and stuff. I'm gonna call and see if they'll help you.
Yeah.
You'd think they would,
Yeah, you would think.
but like you said, hardly anyone cares anymore.
Yeah.
They always have the dumbest reasons and excuses.
Well,
I bet if it was them in there or someone they knew personally, they'd find a way.
oh yeah. Of course they would.
I know, that's what I mean.
Yeah. In fact, they probably wouldn't even say nothing about it.
Mhm.
It's all right underneath the carpet.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, he didn't do that.
Mhm. Well, you didn't do nothing wrong either.
Yeah.
So,
You know, you're getting crookeder and crookeder.
I know they are. I don't trust none of them anymore.
No, you can't.
No,
How can you?
I know, because if you do, then you're in for trouble.
No. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know.
When can I come visit you again? Or are you booked up?
No, just tonight.
Huh?
Just tonight I'm booked up.
Yeah. Yeah, that one guy from Stevens Point's coming tonight.
Yeah,
You're only allowed one visitor a night, ain't you?
I think so.
Yeah. Then what about next Thursday? Is anyone from
From the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Is anyone from your house coming over on Thursday?
I don't think so.
Because if no one's coming, then I'll come visit you on Thursday. But if you have other company coming,
Well, Thursdays will be probably all right.
okay, then I'll come visit you on Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. Call these lawyers tomorrow, Morgan.
I don't know the details on Debbie on what's up with her.
I think at noon. A little before noon. For a couple minutes.
Yeah.
You know, she was going to go by Yvonne and they were going to write some letters and that.
Oh, you mean for you?
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Yeah, figured to the lawyer and that.
Yeah. Which lawyer?
The one in Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they can afford that shit.
Yes, they can.
You know,
I know they can. They got more money than you realize.
Oh yeah, and they're big firms.
Yep. Yes, they are.
You know,
Wouldn't it really be something that
Lawyers are not going to give you money for bail. They just they can't do that.
Let me know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll call you.
Yeah.
As soon as I get my cell phone, then.
Huh?
As soon as I get my cell phone, then.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. But that'll be all over the news anyway.
I know. When you get out, you're gonna go home, or where are you gonna go?
It depends what it is.
Yeah. You probably have to go home at least for a little while to get some of your stuff.
Well, yeah, clothes and that.
Yeah, because that's where everything. I stayed and thieve everything.
You know.
'Cause, yeah. Then you probably just figure out what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So sounds like they go out there all the time, the police.
Yeah.
I don't know. They shouldn't be doing that. That's now it's invasion of privacy.
Oh yeah, they search the place. Why do they keep on coming back?
I know. That's what I mean. Now they're just being miserable.
Yeah.
That's what my sister said. That's an invasion of privacy. They did all their searches. Now they should just leave you alone.
Yeah.
They don't even have no respect to leave people alone.
No. And there's stuff they take and they ain't even mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The guy who owns the place.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was a Debbie that did that, Becky.
Oh yeah. Or they can do anything they want.
Yeah. They shouldn't be doing that.
No. Yeah.
How'd they like it if someone came to their house and did that?
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be the same thing.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if when your mom writes to those lawyers, maybe they can do something to straighten the situation out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hope they do.
Well, if we can raise about $300,000, we can just hire the other lawyers from Milwaukee then.
Mhm. Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Because then we wouldn't have to go around all that bullshit then.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know, the lawyers will go right to court then and get me out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope we do that.
Yeah.
Stephen can't raise $300,000 now after all the success of making a murderer. There's no way he's getting $300,000 from anybody back then.
You ain't getting my money either, because I was gonna put money in the offering plate. You kicked me off, so I just left.
Yeah, you think they're supposed to help you?
That's what my sister said, and my daughter. They said they're supposed to help you.
Yeah.
And he got so judgmental. No, we'll just pray for everyone in prison. And I thought, oh, shut up. That's not what I told you.
Yeah.
And I thought,
guys in prison are guilty.
that's what I said, that they're guilty and you're not. Because I wanted him to pray for you to be able to get out for Christmas. Well, we'll just pray for everyone. And I thought, well, if you're going to pray for everyone, then all the criminals will be out.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be good either.
No.
That's what I mean, how stupid. And I thought, screw this.
Yeah.
I come home. I ain't going there no more. I've been going to that church for 15 years just because my husband does. But I never really did like it. I just go there. We shut him up. And I ain't going there no more. Because they don't even want to help you.
I would have been out of the loop for that, Julie. You know, I went to court and I reported on it, but chances are anybody else that reported would be somebody who like hated me.
They want more money.
Yes, they do. I can see giving a little bit to help keep the church going, but some of these, you expect them then to help you when you need help.
Yeah, my sister was going to put her kids in for $500 a kid.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know.
So you'd think that when you have hard times, they'd help you through.
Yeah, you would think.
Especially when you give them money.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I ain't going to that one no more. So I can do my praying and stuff at home. I don't need to go over there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And then when you get out, I'll say, see, told you.
Yeah.
And the pastor goes, do you go see him? And I said, yes, I do. Like he thought it was a crime. I said, yes, I do go see him. And I talked to him on the phone, too. And I thought,
Yeah, she's thinking she's like famous and special by bragging about it.
Well, he was innocent the first time he did 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
why can't he be innocent again?
Yep. I tell people that. He was telling the truth the first time. So what's to say he the second time?
Yeah.
So, and then when people get judgmental, like, oh, it gets me mad. I lash back at them sometimes if it pisses me off.
Yeah, I think sometimes you have to.
Yes, you do. So, because, I don't know, they just, how they like to be in your situation, then I suppose it would be a different story.
Yeah. Well, if the heat's on them.
Yes. So, them kind of people who are like that, I just stay away from.
Yeah.
And then he goes, the pastor, he goes, well, we'll just let the courts decide if he's guilty or innocent. And I thought, well, if that's the case, he's guilty because they're the ones that are setting him up.
Well, they got me guilty already.
That's what I mean. So I told him, you are innocent, but he acts like you don't believe me.
Yeah.
But let him think what he wants.
Yeah.
I won't go over there no more. So
I don't know.
I'll just stay home. I'll be better off.
Well, sometimes the guy is.
Yes. I got my Bible at home. I can just read my Bible from at home. I don't need to go over there and sit with those people that are judgmental and think they're better.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're supposed to want to help people.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to be doing. So, yeah. Well, if I find some good news out, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I think something will come up this week. I got a feeling something will. I don't know what, but I think something might come up this week. I sure hope so.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for you. I wish I could come sit in there for you, at least for a while, so that way you can go out.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be any worse. You're innocent.
Yeah.
I'd sit for you for a while if they let me.
Yeah.
But they won't, I suppose.
No.
I'll say, let him out. I'll sit for a month. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this week something will come up.
Yeah, maybe. Well, when does that paper come out?
You mean the where I put the ads in?
Yeah.
Some it's called the buyer's guide. Some of them, it depends on the area. Some come out Wednesday and some Thursday of this week.
Oh.
It depends. The one in our area comes out on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Some of them might even come out on Tuesdays. It depends on the area.
Oh.
Because every different area and county has different days that there's some coming out this week, and then next week more coming out for even more counties. So, yeah, I said to your mother that probably the end of this week, like probably by next weekend, she should be getting some more money coming in because some of the papers will be out with some ads.
Yeah.
So, and then I gave them your mom's address.
Yeah.
So that way they can just send them to her.
Yeah.
That's funny, Julie. Yeah.
This week.
He's the one that makes all the calls. He's the one that controls them.
Everybody's coming up here. He's got, well, by the end of the year, he has 10 grand on the side.
Oh, you mean the one that's coming tonight?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll help you even more after he talks to you.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll help you with more than what was he going to start out with?
You'll have, I think sometime in January, you have 25 grand.
Oh, okay. I hope he helps out if he's an awful nice person.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go from there.
Hmm?
And he's trying to get a thing up, a body up from underneath the ground, too.
Oh.
That with the cops did something to him.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And he's trying to prove that, too.
Oh. So he knows how they are, too, being crooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, more and more people are finding that out.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why people need to get more stories out.
Yeah.
You know, like this.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now we get to our investigation now.
Is 257 going to need to be a whole video all by itself?
That's right.
Because you're getting more crooked.
I got to thinking maybe if the judge.
What's the name? It's 217. What's the number of the bad room in The Shining?
Yeah.
I thought that.
Well, if you don't do nothing, I'm going to get rid of him.
Uh-huh. But you would think he would see it.
Yeah, you would think so.
Because.
But see, he's in the formatted slot, though.
Oh.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Jeff.
Okay.
Apparently you're not at the welding shop yet.
Judge from Betty Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where he don't care.
Mm-hmm.
The one who does with the law. They come strict.
I don't know if that was a typo, Julie, but I like bedroom.
Yeah.
237. There you go.
Yeah. Well, that's because I like a lawsuit against Manitowoc. Why should I have a judge from Manitowoc?
Yeah. Well, maybe I should see if a judge from Green Bay or somebody will come in. Unless you just want to wait.
Well, the lawyer's got to put it in.
Oh, the lawyer's got to do it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't one of yours put it in then that you got now?
Well, they asked me already about it, but we're trying with him first and see how far it goes.
Okay, and then if you don't like the way he's going, they can bring a different one in?
Yeah, then we can put a form in.
Okay.
Ask him for a different judge.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because if it don't go well, I would put one in, and I wouldn't waste my time at it either.
Oh, no.
Because they always like to drag everything out as it is.
Oh, yeah, they're dragging it out now.
Yes, they are.
There ain't no reason for it.
No, there ain't. Not one bit. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you standing up or sitting down?
I got to stand.
Oh, I didn't know if you had a chair by your phone or not.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Oh my, Steven stands the whole time he's on these calls?
If I hear someone, I'll give you a call. If I don't.
From the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Now, what were you saying?
If I hear anything, I suppose I'll give you a call.
Okay. You can call me whenever you want.
You know, if I hear some news.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you called me.
Yeah.
I like talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, you should get some mail from me tomorrow. In fact, you'll probably go every day this week. Because I mail you something every day.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he said. He stands no chair. So, oh my God, he's standing all this time. Yikes.
Couldn't do that. I couldn't think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I probably do that tonight.
Okay. Did they give you something for your headache, or you just got to suffer it out?
No, I got stuff in the cabinet out here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if I don't catch it in time, it takes quite a while to get rid of it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't get headaches too often. Once in a great while, I'll get one.
Yeah.
Julie, what I was saying about the calls is he just told Mullet Face that he doesn't have a chair. He has to stand the whole time when he's on the phone.
Unless you call, I don't know, lawyers and firms or whatever.
Yeah, I want to do that tomorrow.
And see if they'll donate.
Yeah, I was going to call some tomorrow.
Yeah.
Some governors and senators and stuff. I was going to do that tomorrow.
Because that's a tax write-off anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell them that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to call some tomorrow, and then the newspaper in Madison I was going to call tomorrow. That's what I said. Weekends, you never do nothing.
I know.
They're so boring and dry.
Yeah.
I used to like them. Huh?
I said, nothing's open.
Yeah.
You can't call nobody.
Nope. So, okay. I'm glad you're getting company tonight, so at least you have someone to talk to for a little while.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know. It flies by.
Yeah.
So, I know how that goes. I'm driving on the road more than I'm visiting. So, but that's okay. You're worth it. I drive 2 hours to see you for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
I'm gonna see if I can get out of here too. Well, I don't know where to go though.
Huh?
I said I don't know where to go though.
You mean when you get out?
Well, out of here.
Yeah.
Well, this guy who's coming up to see me, he wants me to get out of here too.
Yeah.
Between 9 o'clock and this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got it all together.
Mm-hmm.
They probably got me here so they can monitor me. It's what I do and what I say or whatever.
Yep. They're doing it right now, probably.
Yeah.
Yep. So you don't know where you're going to go then when you get out?
Well, depends what the judge does soon.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, maybe Kiwani or Green Bay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Wherever you want. It's up to you.
Yeah. I don't want to be too far away.
Yeah. Yeah. So. I don't know how to see. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be too far away from what? You mean like for your court stuff?
Hey, Jeff, if you're still listening here, how come you didn't respond to my messages today that I sent you from the pet store?
Yeah, I don't even know where I'm going either.
Mr. Appleton.
Hmm?
Or Mr. Appleton.
That's a good call, Becky. Definitely. You'll have to remind me. I don't know when we're going to go next. I'll have to talk to Jeff about that. But I'll need y'all to come up with an itinerary for me. But yeah, definitely should do the drive between. I've been told it's like a half hour, I think.
Oh, right.
I'll see about the lawyers tomorrow. Mom can call them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll call some of the other places too for you.
Yeah.
Oh. Pretty soon it's going to be your supper time.
Yeah, it's 4:30 too.
Yeah. Are you hungry?
Mm.
A little bit.
Good.
Well, I suppose if I hear anything, I'll give you a call.
Okay.
You're not gonna like my messages. I just assumed that you were ignoring them.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, you can. Tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Julie, if somebody gives me the address, I'll go. So if you can find the address,
Okay, that sounds good.
pass it on to me.
Yeah. Last night was a long night. Seems like all the nights are long lately. Yeah.
At the pet shop, first there were lizards on sale, and I want a lizard. That was the first thing. Second thing was a guy came in with a Brindle Bull Mastiff puppy, and it turns out he owns an animal shelter that specializes in German Shepherds, and he's got like 5 or 6 German Shepherds currently.
You mean with your food?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just not enough. I can talk to you later.
Yeah, Stephen likes the attention, that's for sure.
So you can call me whenever you want, but you said you call tomorrow night around 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good.
Somewhere there.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, then. That's what I'll do tomorrow then.
Her voice creeps me out.
All right, good night.
I need a Silkwood shower. And that's not even the special call. Yeah, I know, Becky. We already have 3 dogs. He's like, we already have 3 dogs. Can't have a 4th. Oh, come on. Really? All right. So now we're going into call 192. This call was made when he got off the phone with Mullet Face. It's 4:40 p.m. This call's only 15 minutes and 33 seconds.
Hello? This is a public communication services collect call from
That's me.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of 3-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Did you hear anything?
No, did you?
Yeah, on a Sunday. I don't think you hear too much on a Sunday.
No.
Did you go to church this morning?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, don't believe me then.
Yeah.
I listened to the radio at church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what time you get home?
I wasn't gone very long.
Huh?
I wasn't gone very long.
Oh, where did you go?
To home?
Are you gone?
No, she wasn't home.
Oh.
I'm gone with Mike.
Huh?
Wait, I think Mike,
Michael?
her husband.
Yeah, Becky, they go in some terrarium thing and need to be kept warm.
At her car.
Oh. Where did you go then?
I went to Walmart. Barbara got me that stuff yesterday. I told her to get me some stuff that goes on plants that shines the leaves.
Yeah.
But that's not what she got. She got something that, if I spray it on something, the dog eats it. It's poison.
Why can't somebody sit down by me?
I know, she told me that. I forgot about it. I got some of that. I looked in my cupboard and I found some. That leaf shiner.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I went downstairs, down by her and sprayed her plants. She got bugs too in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever spray them for bugs?
Yeah. No.
Not for bugs?
No, we never had bugs.
Well, there must have been some in there now.
Yeah, we never had bugs in the house.
I'd say bugs in the house. Talking about those little flies that go in the plants.
Yeah, we never had none.
No?
No.
I sprayed all of them now. Yeah. Or his dad eats some in his coffee. Drinks some in his coffee. Like Joey called me for.
Oh, yeah?
She asked me when you were calling. Well, I said, I don't know. I knew you were going to call, but I didn't know what time. Yeah.
You could have told her at such a time.
Well, how did I know if you were going to call?
Well, I would have called.
Well, yeah, sooner or later, I suppose.
Yeah, well, it's always sooner, ain't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you going to call me after Gerald, please?
Probably right.
Oh, yeah, no. I would look at a tarantula, but I wouldn't touch a tarantula. But a lizard, my girlfriend that I've been with the last 2 days, she's got a leopard gecko. And I get to touch it and pet it. It was so cute.
Yeah, I got the trees on the side.
Oh, Debbie might be coming down tomorrow by you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her sister or daughter or something, I don't know.
Oh, yeah?
And for what? What does she need to be going and bothering Dolores for?
You're supposed to find out what time. So I'm home.
She'll probably call you.
Oh.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Hey, what about, you got the number for Dreamers?
For who?
Dreamers, the attorneys in Madison?
No.
It might be at home.
Don't tell me to go look at home again. I found some from the library.
Oh, did you?
Just papers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some was on top of that dresser, hanging off the edge, and some were underneath the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're only like papers, though.
Is there phone numbers on it?
Oh, yeah. Wait, I'll get up.
So I figured if you look, you'll find them.
No, I asked Barbara if she saw any from the library. She said, yeah, there was some in that spare room. But some were laying on the floor. Wait, I got to take out. Why got so many phones here? They're not much, but they're something.
Yeah.
These big, tall things that your picture is on. Wisconsin Innocent
I
Project.
don't know how Debbie got people's numbers.
Oh, whatever his name
Yeah, I
is.
don't know.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
You do. Now, wait a minute.
Is there a phone number on that?
Just wait. Yeah, on the bottom. Wait. I'm going to put my glasses on. On the bottom. For more information, please call. Must be a 608.
Yeah. Well, try that.
Yeah. It says produced with permission from the Wisconsin Innocent Project. Mm-hmm. The big long sheets, like
What's the number?
266-6395.
Oh. Well, see, there's a group there that speaks out.
I don't know if Stephen would really write to her. I think he typically only writes to women that he's really flirting with. I mean, I haven't listened to the Shining call yet, but I think he's just leading this chick on, hoping that she's going to help him raise money to get out.
But then why can't you remember everything?
Because I can't. Now look for Kingware's number.
Who?
The lawyers, what we see. From Madison?
Oh, I don't know what they were.
But there might be an envelope.
Yeah, there is an envelope here.
With their name on it.
I don't know. Wait, I had that sheet of paper out.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Well, you don't have to look right now.
His name is Chris Wagner?
Chris Wagner.
Librarian?
No, be happy. I haven't even paid attention to that number. I don't know if anybody else has looked into it.
Oh, wait. Chris.
It's a woman.
Huh?
It's a woman.
I'm now pulling up that shelter, looking up the German Shepherds.
I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah.
Wait, no, let's see.
Is there any cards in there?
No. If there's cards, there may be laying under the bed more, but I can't get down that far to look. If you have any questions, you can call for assistance. There's a number here. Yeah.
Yes, correct. Stephen wants kids. No matter when he gets out, he wants to have some kids.
See what you can find out. See if they can help me. Or whatever. Or for bail or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meet and hear the stories of Chris. That might be a woman.
I don't know.
Chris Ochoa.
That might be that guy who just got out a couple years ago. His name was Chris.
Oh. Oh, wait. And Stephen Avery, who spent 12 and 18 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that guy.
Yeah. I got his phone number too someplace. I don't know where though.
Twisted, I want a French bulldog.
Oh, I can try to call this one tomorrow then
Yeah.
and see if they got, what is that?
Stephen is 56 now?
There's a group of they all go out and talk.
When was he born? 62?
Yeah.
Oh, please. Yeah, let me just stop. I don't do numbers.
I know December 6th, January 6th, there's going to be something on TV about
Karen,
some guy.
I can't really answer that. Should he be out? Yes. Will he get out? I don't know because the system is so horrible.
Yeah, he was there too.
Kathleen Zellner's the
I could
best,
get that from him otherwise.
and she says it takes 15 years. So, and she's only been on his case for what? 4 years now?
Yeah, that's the one.
So, yeah, I'm hopeful.
Give me your phone number, not else.
Yeah. You're lucky I went back down there again.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know where to look. I didn't think the papers, you should keep them papers all together, but maybe they rearranged.
Well, I had them mostly together.
This
You
is
were
all
in the
that-
corner.
They weren't some were in the envelope, but some was all over on the floor, under the bed.
Yeah.
They must have slid off that dresser or something.
Really cute 6-month-old German Shepherd puppy.
There's papers in there, newspapers. I don't know what you got them for.
It's for my crime.
I don't know about those.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, there's articles in them.
Oh. Oh. And you should have had put in a box and stuck in the closet.
I can't do everything all at once.
No, I know.
Well, I got to work all day.
Yeah, well, Jody could have done that instead of playing on that other thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like Brendan.
No. I didn't want her touching my stuff.
Oh.
That's why I said I'd do it.
Oh. You could have do a couple of them that night.
Yeah.
2, 3 pieces.
Yeah. See if you get that attorney's number. Look for that.
There ain't no attorneys, I don't think, in here. You mean in this paper?
No, I said in envelopes.
Oh, where am I going to find them?
Look through the stuff that you got.
I did already.
It's tough listening to all these calls because when he gets short-tempered with Dolores, I'm starting to get pissed.
Oh, God.
No, there's some envelopes in there with his name on it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Mm.
someplace on there.
Yeah.
On the desk or whatever.
Mm.
Well, you got all the papers from on the desk, don't you?
Not everything. There's a whole stack there yet.
Oh. Well, you might have to go back down there then.
Mm.
You could call one of the boys up at Barbary home.
There's somebody home down there.
Where are they?
The boys went with Mike.
Oh.
Brendan.
I'm July 3rd. I love having my birthday right around the 4th of July.
The are gone.
See, they never home.
I don't know if they're going fishing or hunting. Fishing. I don't know.
I bet they never run my letters either.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think the kids were home too long today.
Well, Barbara had all day.
Yeah. She said she's got work to do.
So she ain't home. I'm gonna cuss her out. I'm gonna tell her ass.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I told her to come here. Wait, she said she was going to go to town. I said, stop here and unhook my washer, because I couldn't get it up. And all that dirty water was in it, so I wanted to put some clean stuff in it. Well, she did stop her for 2 seconds to do that. No.
She's gonna piss me off. I'm gonna tell her to keep her ass at home. Don't even come up here. Don't even talk to me.
I don't know. Oh, now I said, I'm not going to have Christmas. I told her to have it.
Yeah.
She must have called Carla
Yeah.
to see if she would have it. Wait, Carla can't. How can Carla? She goes out by her grandma.
Yeah.
That one out at Cleveland.
Yeah.
How can she make a Christmas? Not wrong with Barbara to do it 1 year.
No.
Darn it.
No. Keep her fucking ass at home. Yeah, well, see if you can find the attorney's number and everything else. Unless I'll call you back later on after the visit.
Well, yeah, I want to know what he says.
That's while I think these calls have a benefit in showing his innocence, the downside, it's just making Stephen look worse and worse, in my opinion, as a person. Doesn't mean he killed somebody. He's still innocent of this crime.
What they take of the cops and all that stuff.
But you know, I'm not liking what I'm hearing.
Well, you can talk to the investigator and let him look at it. Yeah. Is he coming out tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm going to call him, I think, to stop here.
Yeah.
I get it that he's frustrated. You know, it's just that he's calling her 8 times a day and sitting here listening to it. And it's 8 times a day that he's talking to her this way. So it's just an overload right now, you know. We're going into call 193. Oh, they've got 193 and 194 together. They're at 6:08 and 6:32 p.m. The two of them together are only 5 minutes and 44 seconds.
An inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting
And apparently
will disconnect
Dolores
the call.
again.
This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
So see, this is his third call to Dolores this day.
He should be fine.
Why?
Because he just called me about 1:45. He said about 20 minutes it would take him. But maybe he can't find the courthouse. How long have you stopped usually?
I don't know.
If somebody ain't there for 6 o'clock.
Well, they're supposed to be here for 6.
I think he tried it, but he's maybe lost now. I told him it's the back part of the courthouse.
You know? That's why you should have left earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Why he call you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was, I had about 1:45 on my clock. What time have you got now?
Looks like 9 after. 10 after.
10 after. I got 10 after.
Yeah.
So it was, I think it was just before 1:45 he called me.
Yeah. And where was he?
He had about 20 minutes yet. He figured it would take him.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
So he should be coming now.
You know, if they let him in.
Huh?
If they let him in.
Here's a German Shepherd, because all the German Shepherds they have are rescues and like abandoned. This poor girl doesn't say how old she is, but both of her ears have been, something's ripped her ears, so she's like missing pieces of them.
I know you said at 6 o'clock. But I told him that he had to be there for 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Julie? Yep.
Well, he should be here by 6:30.
So he'll be here before 6:30.
Yeah. Okay. Did you find that lawyer's number?
No.
Oh.
I can't remember what it was either.
Gingham. Gingstrom.
Who?
Ging something.
That don't even sound familiar.
Yeah, the one we see.
I know, but that don't sound familiar.
That's true, Karen. Yeah, Dolores doesn't get a break, and she's kind of tried asking for one, telling him to, you know, get some cards or, you know, talk about trying to get a roommate or something. She wants a break, but he just doesn't give it to her.
Yeah. Okay then.
Yeah, okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So, him calling Dolores again a half hour later.
Hello? This is a public communication services collect call from.
That's me.
These again are all on the Foul Play YouTube channel. Thanks to Kaboom Blam Zoom and what's the other one? Rookie 1082.
Of this call, dial 8 now.
I was trying to push 5.
call you?
No?
And her name is Maggie.
Call that cell phone number.
And the dogs I have now are Mallory, Mickey, and Maddie. And my cat is Mabel.
Yeah, I got 2 numbers though.
You got 2 numbers?
So what do you think that's saying?
The one he called you on.
Well, I don't know which one he called me on. It must be the one with the circle on it.
Yeah.
No.
Unless they're waiting.
Wait, I got that in the room too. I don't know, unless they won't let them in. If they were late.
Yeah, that could be too.
Jeff says no to a
But I
fourth
don't
dog.
think they would do that. Because I already told her that
Jeff.
the guy was coming.
Oh, yeah? Where did I go? Oh, it's on your cell phone. Were you talking?
Huh?
Were you talking?
When?
Just no?
No.
No. Okay, 7, 1, 5, 2, 9, 5. Ah, shit.
Here they come.
Are they?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye.
Call me
Yeah.
back.
Okay, bye.
All right, now we're going into 195. This is another half hour later at 7:01 p.m. This call is 18 minutes and 25 seconds. Or 5 seconds, not 25.
Hello?
Stupid numbers.
This is a public
Oh,
communication
guess what?
services
It's Dolores again.
from
Yeah, that's me.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 calls to Dolores so far.
Or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Huh? Did you try to call me a couple times?
When?
Just lately.
I just came back.
Oh, you just came back?
Yeah.
You like your visit?
Yeah, it was all right. He made sense.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you say? Yeah, I know he did make sense.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
He talks, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, he can talk.
Yeah, I know that.
But he never said I was. Well, he seems like a decent guy.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah, he makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
You know, and they say I was the last person to see her.
The killer was.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I know, he said that last night to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, Kraft will burn himself like this.
Yeah. That's why his name is on all the papers that I got from him, I think.
Yeah, mine too.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 calls total, including this one left for this day.
Yeah, we get to the cops.
This one's 18 minutes. Next one's 12 and a half, then 22, and then 11.
I see my lawyer should have spoke up too.
Yeah.
You know?
So that one, that's from Milwaukee. He did a little bit better than that.
Oh yeah, he did a lot better.
Yeah, than that fat one.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he don't do nothing.
No, he didn't do much.
No. No, he's the one who put this fucking date so far away.
Yeah.
Ooh, he doesn't usually swear
What's
with
another,
the F word
you got
on the
that
phone
other
with his
guy's
mom.
Tell him lawyer? From Milwaukee?
No?
Where is it?
You mean that one?
Dick Johnson.
Oh, that Johnson. Yeah, I got it in the back room.
Oh. I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, call me tomorrow, and then you can call him.
And you know,
What?
you find that other one?
What other one? That one in Madison?
Well, you can figure that 425,000. They gotta give me that. This ain't got nothing to do with this case.
Well, I would say not either.
That's right.
Why would it have something to do with this case?
Yeah. They don't.
No.
No, because then all we'd have to do is borrow $75,000. Well, the business would have that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be my bail.
Mhm.
Well, I got it coming.
Well, yeah, I know that.
So if they don't want to settle, I can file a lawsuit against them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better get your mind before Rolly goes for some. Because he's so young.
But Julie, you gave him a good end of his life.
Because there ain't no sense in that.
Well, no. And then he told me that day if I didn't have the key, he was going to kick it in.
Yeah, see, that's not efficient.
I said, what's the difference? You got it all busted anyway. I told him that right out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, they don't care.
What if I wouldn't have had a key? Then what?
They've got to break it in.
They would have kicked it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kittens.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
There was so much shit different. That thing, what the heck? Barbara said, well, she said a two-door and she said blue. That first one.
Yeah. No, see, they don't know the family's vehicle?
You would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I heard they were sitting in the, I don't know if it was in a squad car, and they were laughing. That woman and her daughter, they were laughing.
What was this?
Oh, it must have been that morning, that Saturday morning down there.
Oh,
I don't know.
when the room was down there?
Yeah.
So why would they be laughing?
I don't know. Like it was funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Earl told somebody that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's what, who said that? Barbara? Somebody told me that. Yeah. I don't think Chucky did.
No, Chucky was up north.
Yeah. Oh, Earl must have said that.
He must
I mean, Barbara must have said that to me, though.
Oh, that's funny. Howling into the ground.
Yeah, I want to talk to Ed Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm going to call Steve, too.
Yeah, he'll be in tomorrow at 12.
Yeah.
I'll look for his card tonight. That's, I don't have Steve's.
I got Steve's.
Mm.
And look out for that other one in Milwaukee. I mean, in Madison.
Well, that would have to be in your bookwork.
Well, yeah. No, now let's go by the trailer in the morning sometime.
Yeah. I don't know where to look anymore in there, though.
Look on top of the desk. Or by computer, but it should be by the desk.
I didn't see nothing but a computer. Any lawyers' names. There ain't much on the computer, I'll tell you.
No?
No.
Where did it all go?
I suppose they took it.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know.
that reel to reel, that's got to do with the police station.
The what?
Call from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Everything that comes into the police station is on there.
That tape?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the reel to reel.
I don't know what it's called.
Oh, yeah, they can't erase nothing from that.
No, they're not supposed to, you said.
No, they can't. Well, if they do, that's guilty right there.
Yeah.
That anywhere in a federal judge would have to dismiss everything.
Now, what am I supposed to do? Or is he going to try to get it?
What?
That tape.
Well,
Or maybe the investigator can. Huh?
yeah,
Well, he should be able to get it.
I can too.
Oh, you can too?
Yeah.
Okay, you get it. Yeah. You mean they would give it to you? In there?
They'd have to.
Well. What are you doing? Eating something?
Chewing on some licorice.
Oh.
Licorice.
You know that dog? I gave him half a piece of dinner.
Yeah.
And then he went in his bed and ate some dog food yet. What a pig.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's a big pig.
So what's Barbara doing?
Well, I don't know.
She at home?
She must be. But she stopped here and she moved that stand back.
What's that?
Okay,
That stand where that big tree is on.
He's always concerned about what Barb is doing and where Barb is, and is bothered that she spends time with Scott. Well, Scott's her boyfriend, and you've got Jody, and you're doing your thing with Mullet Head. So,
Yeah, she don't stay here. She said that used to be always Tom that made her come back home.
No.
What? Who's doing it now? She only stays here a couple seconds usually.
Yeah.
She stayed here.
You know, maybe they pulled her over.
Who?
Her, Teresa.
Yeah.
Well.
For what?
I suppose to kill her.
Who knows? Yeah. You never know.
But nobody knows.
No.
But see, if they ran that license plate. But see, why would somebody wait so long to call in for missing?
I don't know.
See, if she don't come home Monday, why would you wait till Thursday?
You would.
No.
If she called every day, they said she called every day otherwise.
Yeah.
Why would you wait that many days? Yeah, that makes sense.
No.
They didn't think of her then because they waited so long. I'd be
Hello,
calling
Trish.
the next day already.
Well, of course. Or that night.
Yeah, even that night, yeah.
Yeah.
If she didn't call in.
Yeah, if there's something wrong.
Well, yeah. If you can't get a hold of her on her cell phone, I'd be calling somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe they didn't call her, then they'd have stopped her.
I don't know.
You know, if you put your red lights on, you're gonna pull over, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, no.
Yeah.
I can't trust cops.
Oh, they're crooked and dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know if you're going to be alive the next minute.
Yeah. But see,
I don't go nowhere at nighttime.
but see, the public, this wasn't, well, you never know when they did it. Yeah. But I got to get my story out there. Well, you got the Johnson's number. Why don't you call him in the morning?
I thought you were going to.
I'll be sleeping in the morning.
What am I supposed to tell him in the morning?
And tell him that I want to put in a bail hearing for property bond.
I can't even remember already what you said. Let me get up and write that down.
A property bond.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, in this case, it ain't got nothing to do with the other case. They shouldn't even took my name off that thing.
No, is that what you call it then, Gerald?
Well, in a couple of words, yeah. Yeah. It ain't got nothing to do with this case.
Well, no, it doesn't have nothing to do with this case.
No. I just wonder if we can go to a federal judge.
Where's the federal judge still?
Milwaukee? Green Bay?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll tell Dad that.
Why?
Go to a federal judge, maybe. You mean have your trial moved to a federal judge?
No, have me getting out on a federal judge.
Oh, I don't know. I'm lost in the dust.
Well, he's going to work on a lawyer.
Yeah, that's a total bummer to me that he's standing all this time. And I'm going to assume, too, that the court isn't that long, that you could, sit on the floor, because that's what I would do. But
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Well, we got to figure it's a murder case. Any murder case is going to be up there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know, Becky. Again, numbers thing. But I'm sure you can Google Brian Dassey date of birth. Brian is spelled with a Y, and get his birth date and get Barb's birth date.
Yeah.
County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I don't know if he'd like it for that many days already. He can't come home until Tuesday. He got that stone going in Turkey's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it's working good. He left it run off for the night now. Because he said he might be working in there tomorrow. Yeah.
Well. Yeah, this guy, he seems like he's pretty,
pretty smart with that stuff too.
Yeah, you gotta watch what they say.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I caught a couple where that they made boo-boos on in the courthouse.
Yeah, especially, well, everybody did.
Oh, yeah.
For a fact right there, I should have had a loan bail.
Yeah. They screwed up all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will truly be horrible if Stephen isn't able to spend time with his mom, being free.
Always take $300-400 out of there and put it in there. And tell him to send it over there right away.
Yeah.
So that way it's done.
And this may be a horrible thing for me to say,
Yeah, I don't know either.
but then that should make the money he gets for this wrongful conviction go up even higher. You can't put a price on losing this time, but I would sure try.
Yeah. Like your old people, your old third people.
Well,
Don't know how to do that stuff.
no.
Yeah, be happy. And I know, I was just at a prison on Wednesday visiting Melissa Kaluzinski and Marty Yang, and Melissa talks about just how hard it is to be in prison this time of year. And January will be 10 years or 11 years that she's been in prison. So.
And all I did was scrape it on the bottom of the table in my, where the washer and dryer is. My washer and dryer is in there somewhere, in the corner. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
And boxes.
Barbara, change that filter in that thing?
I did last night. She sent Blaine up here to check to make sure it was right. I had it in there right though.
I'm going to call her.
Cotty might be there.
I'm going to ask her, what's your problem?
Her kids are gone now. They're with Mike, them too.
They still are?
Well, it must be. I don't know.
I'm going to ask her. Why ain't the letters done?
Because it's stupid. The letters will do absolutely nothing. So you just she should just say to Stephen she sent the letters. That's what I would do.
I called her today. Yeah.
What'd she say?
I think she has half of it done or something. Yeah.
You'll have to call the Milwaukee Journal on that and see how much it costs to put in there. Yeah, Barbara was supposed to go by that guy too.
What guy?
For the snowmobile.
Oh, I'm going to call Kelly Mitt.
Why?
Because they must have it. They would have to have it.
Yeah, but they ain't going to give it back.
Why not?
Because they don't need my name. That's why, I have to go to the guy. You never know. It might be in that house, might be underneath the bed or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, Barbara don't look. She worries about her fucking self and her Scotty.
Yeah, because I looked where I could look.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I went down there twice today.
Yeah. What time are you going to bed?
About 8:30, maybe. I don't know why. What time is it?
It must be a little after 7.
20 after 7. Why?
Well, maybe I'll call you back.
Oh. Are you going?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, okay then.
Yeah, okay then.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Going into call number 196, 7:22 p.m. So when he got off the phone with Dolores, this call is 12 minutes and 33 seconds. And there's 3 calls left for the day.
Hello? This is a public communication services collect call from
Steve.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or a call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Yeah? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Uh-oh, it's Barb.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
You in bed?
No.
You naked?
No.
Oh.
I just came in from outside.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What are you doing outside?
Taking stuff out of my truck.
Mm. You got my letters done?
Some.
Something like what?
Some.
How come you ain't got them all done?
Half my kids aren't home.
You know?
I should say, none of them are home. They're all gone tonight.
What about last night? Or this morning or whatever?
Steven doesn't really get many visits
I don't know.
from
I don't know.
family.
No, he's on the back burner. No, I think you were better off with Tom. Yeah. Now you've got no time for nobody.
I didn't before.
Yeah, but you were at home mostly.
Yeah?
Now you're always gone.
Yeah?
I mean, you even spend hardly no time up by Ma. 2 minutes and you're gone.
What do you mean 2 minutes and I'm gone?
Most time it ain't long.
I was up there 3 times today.
Yeah, for how long?
Oh, yeah, on the phone, they still talk almost daily, Steven and Dolores, but not
Yeah.
What am I
these 8
supposed
calls
to
a
do?
day, once a day.
Am I supposed to just stay home and do nothing?
No, but you could help. You know, you say you gotta clean your house,
Yeah, my house is clean.
but you weren't home that much.
Yeah?
You were gone again.
When?
I don't know when you told Ma you had to go home and clean your house.
Bullshit.
Huh?
Bullshit. I was home. I cleaned my house.
How about you were supposed to go by that guy from my snowmobile?
I don't know where he lives.
That's the excuse.
I don't know which house it was. I don't even remember if it was the first road or the second road.
It's all the way to the back.
All the way to the back.
Yeah.
Which road?
The Ma know, between you and Ma, you would know. Yeah.
I went to town yesterday. She could have rode with me.
Did you ask her?
I told her I was going to town.
Yeah, but you spent hours of
He's
time.
making me side with Barb here.
I spent 3 hours in town yesterday, and that was looking for a vehicle for my son.
Yeah. And why can't he do it? Instead
Because
of going,
he needs me as a co-signer.
but he could still find one.
Yeah, he did find one. He wanted to take it for a test drive.
You know? Well, how can you take it for test drive on a Sunday?
Sunday. It's Sunday today.
Oh.
This was yesterday we did this. And we went to Manitowoc too.
No. No. It don't seem like nobody wants to do that. You're always gone. You always got shit to do. You're always bombing. Nothing gets done.
What do you mean nothing gets done?
You know, just like I want your letters done. And I got none of that done.
How do you know?
Because I know that.
How?
How? Because if they were done, they'd be on the goddamn mail.
How do you know if they're not?
They ain't. I know they ain't. Because you don't even know Stephen Glenn's address.
How do you know if I don't?
You don't. And how would you get it? Because it's a new one. That's why I know. See, it's mostly about that Scotty now. Ain't about nothing else.
Huh?
It's all about Scotty.
Scotty,
Yeah.
Yeah. It ain't about nothing else. It ain't about your kids. It's about him.
What do you mean? I've been home.
You've been home maybe for now. There ain't no reason why you can't stay there, then. Why would you have to go to Manitowoc every night?
Huh?
Why would you have to go to run the town every night when he's working?
What makes the difference?
What makes a difference? You know, Mom can use some help too. You know?
You don't think I got enough shit to do?
Well, you'd have to stay home then. Enough shit to do. You go down by Scotty. That's stuff to do.
Yeah, so?
That's another excuse.
Be happy I don't support the rallies. The rallies are bullshit. So I don't know if anybody here went to it, and I know Dolores absolutely does not like to go to the rallies. She's told me herself.
Myself.
But that's besides the point. You know, you gotta think you got kids.
Yeah, and they're doing fine.
They're doing fine.
Yeah.
They were having,
Brendan, he's even getting out of the house now.
oh, this is the first time.
What do you mean the first time?
Well, how come you had to call Bobby up to handle him? So don't tell me everything is fine.
I didn't.
What do you mean you did?
I didn't. I just asked him when he was coming home.
Because you couldn't handle the two younger ones. So no, everything ain't fine.
Did you call me to argue with me?
No, I called you so you could do something. Take some time out.
Sorry, my dogs are going crazy now.
A person can only do so much.
Yeah, so much. Scotty gets more attention than anything.
Yeah?
Now, you ain't even got 10 minutes to write a letter.
So more or less I should just drop my life and jump for you?
I didn't say that.
That's what it sounds like.
No, I'm saying take a break. You ain't gonna be on his ass all the time. You know, it's been like that since you did this. Since you kicked Tom out.
Yeah?
Yeah. The truck didn't sit home for 5 minutes. It was gone.
Yeah, so?
But then you're always hollering. You got no money. And everything else.
Gee, it's December already.
That's funny, Becky.
No, Josh.
Yeah. I've been here on my own for 2.5 months. And I'm making it go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you keep going and keep going. I can't even get no help from you. I can't get no help from nobody. Mom can only do so much.
If he doesn't get help from nobody, why is it Barb that he's constantly bitching at?
What do you mean? Carla's been helping her.
Yeah, well, she can now.
Yeah, be happy. He only she got a new puppy because I had told Steven I would get his mom a puppy because Bandit had just died. And since I talked about that I was getting her a new puppy, somebody had to beat me to the punch.
So what am I supposed to do?
Well, how do I know?
I was thinking about having it down here.
That's why half of this shit don't make no sense. Huh? Nothing makes no sense. Nobody's got no time for nothing.
I saw that movie Kiss the Girls years ago.
You know,
And I think I read the book.
From people I don't even know.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty bad. When everybody comes around and they can't even do nothing. Look at Chucky. He can't do nothing.
Tracy's a piece of shit.
Nothing.
Why?
Because they don't do nothing. No.
Steven told me nobody talked more shit about me than
I
her.
just plead guilty. Get it over with.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. Why should I put up with it? Get over and take the electric chair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That way my suffering's done. That way I ain't got to worry about nothing. Yeah. Well, nobody else cares.
Natasha.
They'll ask you to do something. Yeah.
I liked Maz. I liked both the book and the movie, but I can't recall what the differences would be. It's been so long.
You can help your kids write a letter too.
They know how.
Well,
I think this is what you get, that these people all aren't that bright. These letters that he's talking about and wanting people to write these letters to his lawyers, asking his lawyers to pay for his bail, is stupid and pointless. And constantly having to hear this in the calls is aggravating me because it's so stupid.
After he's out of court.
well. Yeah. That's another thing. See where that gets you? Nowhere. Yeah, I suppose not. Now.
Oh yeah, you got that right, Becky. He really
Okay.
stirs things up. All right, we're going to call 197. He made this call when he hung up with Barb, 7:36 p.m. This call is 22 minutes and 5 seconds long. And then there's one call after this that's 10 minutes and 41 seconds.
Public Communication Services collect calls from
Steve.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or a call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Steve? What? No, that's your name. Steve.
Stacy.
How you doing?
Stacy is Carla's husband. Carla's a piece of shit.
better?
Stacy's a really good guy. I like Stacy.
That guy just came up and seen me.
What guy?
From Stevens Point.
Oh,
Yeah. He was up on the yard last night.
yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know, he's pretty smart. Yeah. But you gotta look at it his way, though. They say, the prosecutor said I was the last one to see her.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't.
No, who was?
The killer. Not me. Hey, and how do you know if they didn't pull her over? Where are you going to go? You're going to stop for gas. You're going to stop to eat. And what else? That's it.
Yeah, you mean after she left by you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think she would be stopping for gas or stop to eat at that time.
I don't know what time she left by you.
2:30?
Yeah, in the afternoon?
Yeah.
She might have stopped to eat somewhere.
Well, yeah, depends where appointments were. But that was after that. Before that, then.
What?
That'd be before that, then. If she would be hungry.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know where. Well, otherwise you pull over if you see lights behind you.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I don't know. guy. He seems like he's pretty smart. Yeah, he's gonna see if he can find a lawyer in that.
I can't see Brendan with his IQ level reading that book and understanding it.
State of Wisconsin.
Or anywhere.
Yeah, because it's gone national already.
Yeah. And how are they gonna do that? Because we got them lying already on the stand.
Right, Twisted? I had to buy it because I'm
But they
sick.
screwed that over, especially the sheriff at Calumet County.
How?
Didn't you see the news after that?
I don't know.
Yeah, he got back on the fucking TV saying, I don't know how the fuck he put this. Nonchalantly, that no matter what, if there was a Manitowoc cop in there, there was a Calumet County.
But didn't Brendan say at some point he read the book?
I'm thinking to myself, a couple days
That seems to have stuck in my head because the whole time I'm like, there's no way he read that book.
How hard is it to fucking take a key out of your pocket and just drop it on the floor?
Well.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, big deal. There's a Calumet County officers in there. If he's busy searching, he's not watching what the other cop is doing.
No. Hell no.
Right.
And why only one key?
Right. Who do you know that drives a fucking vehicle nowadays that has one key for the car and that's it?
Nobody.
Mm-hmm. You either have a bunch of junk hanging off of it or other keys. Usually there's a house key, your car key, and a bunch of shit hanging from it. Especially women. Women are even known.
To be fair, I only have one key on my key ring. But that's because my house is keypad, so I don't need a key to unlock my house. But back then, I had a house key and my car key.
Got a key made for it.
I have no clue.
Who owned it before that? You know? It's all things you gotta figure out and look at.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. But I'm gonna call some lawyers tomorrow.
We are.
Yeah. I can get that one from Madison that pinged them when I was gonna get at first. The lawsuit. Well,
But Teresa Hallbach, we've gone over this before. 2 different people testified saying that she was paranoid about losing her keys. So she would have a car key. She would have a house key. And she would have for the photography studio. So she would at least have 3 keys on her ring.
because these are all different keys.
If you're somebody who's paranoid you're going to lose your keys,
And that's what he said too.
in my opinion, I should say, you wouldn't have multiple sets of keys to keep track of.
That's on fucking hold.
Well, that's because of me and my lawyer.
And not only that, but I told him, I says, this could be political too.
Yeah.
Some people were asking me, well, what do you mean by political?
Nana, I wrote an article once called Brendan is lost in Stephen's shadow because he does get forgotten.
Police officers actually have to do their job and make sure they're fucking doing their job.
Yeah.
Where if it doesn't,
Call from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
if it doesn't pass, it's fucking business as usual. They can pin it on whoever fuck they fucking please.
Yeah.
And the damn thing you're gonna do about it.
That's very true, Twisted. Yeah, if you're going to ask him for money,
Yeah, they're the reason
you
behind it.
gotta
too,
take a
is,
shit.
The Avery bill.
Yeah.
Because you know damn well, they ain't got. I doubt he signs it. If they convict you,
Yeah.
he'll never sign that bill.
No.
That bill will just be dropped.
Yeah. Well, I think it's dropped already.
No, all it has to have is the governor's signature.
Oh.
But you know damn well he's not going to sign it if you're convicted of this crime.
No.
Be willing to bet on it.
But I'm gonna see.
every time when I sit here and do these videos to give you TMI, I use those aloe socks
No,
where you put the socks on for, it says no longer than 2 hours.
That's all different things.
So it's like, well, I'm going to sit on the computer for 2 hours. I'm going to put on these socks.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't know. You know, oh, Carla's working, huh? Huh?
What's that?
I said, Carla's working?
No, she's home.
Oh.
You want to talk to her?
Maybe for a little bit, maybe. I didn't call for too long.
Hey, woman.
Hey, woman. Yeah. Then I guess Earl said the woman got the back of that spy car was laughing.
The woman got on the back of what squad car?
And the one who found the car, her car.
Was laughing?
Yeah.
How the hell would I know?
Well, Mom was telling me that. Earl must have said something.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't hear nothing about that.
No. Yeah, so I don't know. It really don't make no sense.
No.
Yeah.
Oh! God, yeah.
Hey, how big is that paper by you?
How big is the paper?
Yeah, the newspaper.
What do you mean?
The newspaper. You know what
Did
you
you talk to your uncle? You didn't?
Oh,
You mean the County Star?
yeah.
I don't know. Not that big way.
Does it go all over?
No.
No? Oh.
I just do talk to you.
Oh.
County. That's about where it goes.
Oh. Well, this Debbie up here put one in the paper.
Hello,
It goes
Millbilly.
all the way around here and up Northmore. It cost her almost $200.
Put what in there?
A donation. For a donation?
Oh.
Yeah.
She put grandma's address in there then?
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully that'll help. Yeah. I was talking to Barbara before, right before I called you.
That's on, yeah.
I was cussing her out. What'd you do, call a bitch at me?
Becky's talking to Carla and her husband, Stacy.
Anybody.
Oh, Cindy, yeah, that's something people said is that when Pam Sturm of God was in the back of Wendy Baldwin's car, she was laughing.
Yeah.
I should have talked to her and visited my mom out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, she don't do nothing.
Who doesn't?
Barbara. You know, I told her right.
Why isn't he bitching at Carla and Stacy for not writing letters?
That was the first thing. I said, I know you don't. Yeah, but I said, you go to town by Scotty.
Hey, Scotty or one?
Yeah, he could do that too.
Well, he was happy he didn't have to testify.
Yeah.
He says, I don't know what the fuck you wanted with me in the first place.
He seen a fire, that's all. You know, what was so great about that? Nothing.
Maz, aloe socks. They're treated with aloe inside the socks, and so you wear them for 2 hours because it moisturizes your feet.
Yeah, sometimes I have one maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. Yeah. I don't know.
No, I didn't hear the phone right.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh.
I didn't do.
Oh. I see. Yeah. I was telling him the guy came up from Stevens Point to see me. He's working on it. He's working on stuff. Yeah. So he was up by the yard last night.
Was he?
Yeah.
What did you talk to Grandpa and Mom?
Yeah, I even talked to Ma and Barbara. I don't know about Chucky.
Take the markers away from her.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm call some lawyers tomorrow and see about this. What they stay with this $425,000. What they're supposed to give me.
That's what you got, yeah.
I got it coming, don't I? Oh yeah. That means I only need $75,000, and I can get out.
That's what you're supposed to be getting from the state?
Yeah. Oh.
None of them are close, Cindy. They like all hate each other, but then are phony at times. It's weird.
What?
That's what they wanted to begin with.
Huh?
That's what they wanted to begin with.
Well, we did that.
Yeah.
Being a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And now they put in that, let's see what they want to settle with. If they want to settle high enough, then I'll take it. If they don't, I guess I don't take it. Yeah. I don't know. So, right, not much going on.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I should start charging them every time they do that on there. I'm charging the fucking jail for that because they're wasting my minutes.
Yeah. You know.
Send them a bill in the mail.
Well, just like these stamps too. You know, they're supposed to be $3.75 for 10 of them, or $3.70. They're charging $1 more.
For stamps?
Yeah.
Oh, and we wouldn't be able to send you any.
No. No, I got.
Drop you off any?
No.
He's got to purchase them through the symbol.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
He sent with envelopes and paper.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah.
What a fucking money making scheme that is.
Yeah, that's a scheme. But they're all dirty.
They're supposed to stuck in the photo.
But they're all dirty.
Yeah. These people.
Oh.
They're getting dirtier more. Yeah. I'll have to see it. I don't know. I'll see tomorrow, see what they're going to do. My lawyer gets back in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Steve does. So I'll have to see about that. Yeah.
Hey, Randy, tell your sister or something.
Excellent point, Joyce.
Yeah, Barbara wasn't too happy.
I haven't started my letter either. I have something in my mind, but it's just, I don't know. I gotta sit down and think about it for a while.
Yeah.
How to word it.
Yeah. You know, sometimes that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
All right, so Carla just said she didn't do the letter. He's not bitching at her.
Yeah.
We'll take your clothes out.
Colin's wife, too, should be a good one at that. Write a letter.
Who?
Colin's wife.
Oh.
Chris?
You know who you should really have do that?
Who?
And it might throw more impact.
Who?
The woman that accused you of raping her the first fucking time.
Penny.
Yeah. No.
That would probably be the best person to fucking be writing a letter for you.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It probably would throw more impact than anybody else because the way the media's got it set up right now, Carla, your brothers, and your whole family is nothing but a bunch of,
Yeah.
hooligans that are in trouble with the law all the time.
Yeah.
Where if you get what gets this lady.
Yep, he was only out for 2 years before they snatched him for Teresa Hallback.
Because, hey, she was the one that accused you, and then you two are actually.
Karen, I think he just thinks that the more people that say it to the lawyers, the better the chance they'll do it. But the lawyers aren't going to pay your bail.
Get a hold of her.
Well, you'd have to call a candy store.
A what?
A candy store.
They don't own that anymore, do they?
Yes, they do.
In a little bit.
Well, that's what I did last time. When I was out,
Yeah.
I called the candy store.
Julie, that's so funny.
She called me back.
Oh.
After we're off the
Yeah, but there's no way in hell of you calling her back.
It's got a hole.
Yeah, well, because I called her. I called her.
This
from the candy
elephant
store.
now cannot procreate.
They ain't no other number there.
Got a leak.
Yeah. It's Chicago's number because they live in Chicago.
Right, but what I'm getting at is she would probably be more of a...
Yeah, for a while, Penny Bernstein lived here in Illinois. She lived a town over from me.
She knows a lot of people.
Right.
She was in Naperville, which is a rich town.
There's a lot more richer people down in the Chicago area than there is up around here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. You know, we'll have to see what we can do with that. Maybe Carla can go get hold of Ma.
Yeah, I was going to say, otherwise, get a hold of your mom and see if she can get the number for her.
Yeah.
And give her a jingle.
Yeah.
Or she may not answer the phone either.
Who won't?
Well, if you called her from, you know what I mean?
Oh, not from me, no. No,
well, I don't know. She might accept the call, but she might not know who it is.
Marilyn, the depositions had just started for the $36 million lawsuit. So I do not think the police did something to Teresa. I think they just took advantage of the timing of this.
And she'll call back. Yeah. Well, I can get the number and call. And we just have to wait, I guess. Yeah, but that'd be a good one. Because she's smarter. She knows how to write that. Or her lawyers. You know.
Because even at the very beginning, you can hear things when they were saying zippers were the last stop. And then the narrative started changing. And then Manitowoc County is on the scene when they're not supposed to be, and they're the only ones that find anything.
You know, a guy would never know.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
And, you know, he didn't have Steve Glynn, and nothing against him. I don't know much about the man, but he's not one of those hoity-toity lawyers that he's, look at Sweaty Sweat, Mr. Prize and his, what did he say it was? Again, numbers, a $300,000 house or something.
And she could find a number. Yeah.
You got it, Joyce.
No, I didn't go get it yet.
Oh, is it done?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh.
Last night.
Huh?
He called last night saying that he had it done.
Oh.
Around for school.
Yeah. So how much snow you got out there?
Not much.
Oh,
Maybe about 3 inches, maybe.
Yeah.
And a hell of a whole lot.
Yeah.
That's all right. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I won't piss them off.
Yeah.
We're calling for a freaking pretty crappy storm coming up here this Wednesday, I guess.
Well.
Of course, they've been wrong before. So
Yeah.
maybe they'll go south of us in Chicago and get it again.
Yeah.
That I don't know about, Joyce, if they know who did it.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, I suppose they're not those.
Well, but they know that Ryan Hilgast, Scott Blodorn, and Michael Halbach helped them plant the car,
Or whatever.
gave them the key, and took the day planner.
If I get enough money, maybe you can see if you can hook up my plow.
Yeah, what?
I said, if I get some money on the side, I see if you can hook up my plow then. Oh, yeah.
Well, you should have everything there. It should be there.
Sydney, I don't know much about the Carmen whole situation. I don't know if Lynn is still watching it. Lynn is the person that I always refer people to. Pistol packing Mama Corey Williams. Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
All right then. Have a good one then.
Yep, have a good night.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So when Stephen hung up with them, we go on to 198. This is 7:59 p.m. and the call lasts 10 minutes and 41 seconds.
Hello?
And Dolores again. This is the last call.
That's me.
1, 1,
An
2,
inmate at the
3,
Calumet
4,
County Jail.
5,
The use of
6.
three-way or a call waiting
Out of
will
9
disconnect
calls,
the
6 of the
This call
calls
will be
this day
monitored
was
and
Dolores.
recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Yeah, sir. What?
Did you talk to
That's a
Jody?
good point,
No.
Julie.
Oh,
How am I supposed to talk to Jody?
did you talk to Barbara?
Yeah?
But Joy was going to call on her cell phone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right after I got done talking to you, she called her.
oh,
Yeah. And I said you were going to go out and call Barbara. Did you?
yeah? Yeah?
Hmm.
Well, her cell phone did ring.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was cussing her out.
I think the most calls he had in one day was it was either like 12 or 15.
I care less.
mm.
Goddamn Scotty. Yeah. Oh, I'm supposed to put my leg on hold?
Almost like he's jealous that Barb has a boyfriend.
No, I said, you could give us some time, though, and help. As you go by mouth for 2 minutes and you're gone again. I was down there 3 times, yeah. Couple minutes here, then gone again.
3 times. Where'd you get the 3rd time from?
I don't know.
Twice today.
Or twice.
She only moved that there stand for me, and then she put it back tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, how do you know if I ain't got the letters done? I said, I know you don't.
Well, now she's going to go start at me now. She'll think I told you.
Well, I told her, I said, how can you have them done? I said, you ain't even got the address.
Mm.
Oh, I'll do it tomorrow night. I said, yeah, see?
Mm.
I know.
Yeah, I told her there's nothing wrong with those kids doing some work there. A bunch of bullshit.
And then I said, something about, well, you had to call Bobby to handle them kids.
Who told you that?
You did.
Oh, thank you.
So, she said everything was going good there. I said, but you got that line already.
Marilyn,
Well, today I suppose it is.
it's well,
Yeah, 'cause Scotty's there.
I think it has a lot to do with what he's demanding they do. Everybody knows is dumb and pointless.
But we'll be home. They're going to be going first about 10 o'clock.
I want to talk to Stacy Carno.
Uh-huh.
She's going to contact you.
She know what?
She's going to contact you.
Who?
Carla.
When?
Probably tomorrow.
Oh. Yeah.
But I want you to get Bernstein's number. The candy store?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's going to call.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And get a hold of her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'd be good if she can help.
Yeah, but I don't know. She might be related, I heard.
It don't make a difference. She can find out things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You never know. So what?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm watching that. What you call it? Did you want, what's his name? Johnson's name? Number?
Huh?
You want Johnson's number?
What is it?
Wait a minute. I gotta put my glasses on for to see a number. 414 227
Yeah.
dash 4036.
Yeah, there's no way that that Dolores could write those letters because she can barely read.
Huh?
Who's this person?
And I think this is Steven's IQ. Have a good evening, be happy. Steven's just got this stuck in his head that he thinks this is going to be the thing that's going to get him bail money. And he just doesn't understand that it's not going to do any good at all.
And what?
but he's just desperate to get out. I mean, who can blame him? You don't want to sit in there. But, the more he harps on his family to do this, the more they don't want to do it. Yeah, Jane, the family is weird because, like, Barb has always been treated the worst. And you would think her being the only girl in the family, not saying she has to be the favorite, but they don't seem to like Barb at all. And it's not just a Scott thing. It seems like that's always been the way, that Barb's just, the black sheep of the family.
Yeah, she's wasting minutes. Oh, yeah. But I can't keep on sorting that. No. And I don't know how she's doing.
Julie, I don't know the rules of what you can get from the Freedom of Information Act. I have no idea. I've never done a FOIA. I don't know anything on those things. I don't pretend to be basically a lawyer.
That's how long you got no other road either.
She ain't on the road?
No.
I thought she was half done with it.
No.
What?
She was gonna think of something, but she couldn't think of something. How to write it. Why don't you go?
And that's a thing too. Okay. Now Carla is not of low IQ. She's a smart woman. But none of them know what to write. This is a weird thing because they know this letter is dumb.
Oh, yeah.
6, 7 o'clock for coffee, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it bothers Stephen a lot that Barb's sons are lazy. Because Stephen's somebody that's always going to work and do things.
Who knows? This last time I heard him hang up, whoever it was.
On what, your phone here?
On my phone, yeah.
Oh.
Otherwise, I pick him up. It rings about 2 times.
Yeah.
And I pick it up, and there's nobody there.
Mm.
That was 4 of those. And now there was another 5th one that I picked it up at the first ring, and then I heard him hang up. Somebody hang up on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And really all it is. I'd like to find out, though.
Hey, next time that happens to you, you can tell them, these phones are tapped, and they won't call no more.
So I'd have to pick up at the first time, because otherwise there's nobody there.
Yeah, it's going on 7 p.m. here. Typically, Jeff's not home for at least another 2 hours or so. So I'll be on for a while, but I got to be up at 8 to go escort at a clinic.
What's that called?
No. Did you find a picture of my truck?
No, I didn't.
I thought you did.
No. That was a picture of your car, the Pontiac, with you standing by it. I thought I told you that.
Oh, no. I don't know.
No, it didn't phone at the trailer yet.
So you didn't find none of me in my truck?
Not with the truck.
They got them too?
I don't know.
What the fuck they trying to prove?
Who knows?
I'm gonna go on the goddamn news again. I'm gonna tell them what they're doing. Yeah.
So there's a drawer of pictures.
That ain't it. It won't be in there.
No?
No. Unless they threw them in there.
I don't know. It's a mess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose not, Mouse.
As soon as this is off, I'm going to put it bed, I think.
Yeah,
because it's after 8.
Yeah, call Milwaukee Journal and Green Bay Press Gazette.
Oh, that's who that was. Green Bay Press Gazette.
And the Herald Times, and see how much it'll cost to put in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put that? Funding for you.
Yeah, for legal fees.
Okay.
Yeah, donations. Yeah. Okay, then, no, I'll call you sometime in the morning then.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
bye.
Let me pause. Let me pause. All right. So that, hold on. Is it pausing? All right. So that is the end of December 11th. So we will be ending this this video stream, and I will start a new one for December 12th, which is 9 calls and about 2.5 hours. So that would put us at 9:30 when Jeff typically comes home. So I will end this. Maz, yeah, that's where I escort because of the anti-people. So, all right, I will end this and see you on the next one. If I can hit, oops, ha, I'm hitting play on this instead of ending this video.